look at this zone. It has done a good, solid little shift off. It's Cloud9, dead center, Acer. Go.
There's still 4 players. They have taken some damage, but they want to try and test the team here. Trem, Caretta, see what they have inside them. As HH24 tries to land the headshot, but it's going to be Swag who comes in with a headshot back. That is a perfect shot, as you said. More kills as well coming out for map. It's called 2, yeah, versus C9. This is so important for C9. They need a really solid victory here in this firefight. But it's Fran. What can he try and do? Takes out uneven, tries to go for more, but eventually going to be running out of ammo inside the G360. And just like that, C9 are going to be picking them apart all down. Oh, cheers, mate. Bye. Nice meeting you too. So, Jukes, I guess it's just me and you now. Vikendi, obviously this was the first game that we casted yesterday on day 1. Here we are now, day 2. We saw Sandhawk, we saw Kreml Petitas take that chicken dinner, and here we are now on Vikendi, where yesterday it was Wildcard Gaming who took the W, and obviously if they do the same here, they're going to be, what, 2nd, 3rd already on the leaderboard if they can have a very solid finish here.
Oh, yeah, and that's a performance that they definitely want to do, because you got teams like Loops Esports sitting out today, and you know that your day sitting out is going to be coming up eventually, so you want to create the biggest lead that you can, and oh my goodness, the zones, look at this one.
Oh,
no, I mean, we're talking, this is just ridiculous. Look at this, halfway in the water. That just goes to show you that, guess what, this zone is now half the size that it should be, so all these squads got to loot up ASAP and start heading down there immediately. Oh my goodness.
I mean, thankfully for World 7 Gaming, look, Dino Park being one of the main points here. Trem Caretta are actually dropping there, going for their 2-2 split, as we've seen so far, just going for that loot. But yeah, you said it, what a crazy first circle we have, and with so much of it in the water as well, it's most likely going to be shifting towards Kreml Petitas, who are going to be very happy considering what happened last game.
Oh yeah, they are set up nice and pretty. Another team that's set up really nice. It's Cloud9. Cloud9, in Vihar, in Movatra, they're going to be doing really well here in this match. You know that they are smiling from ear to ear, and this is a zone that they need because they have been having some tough games today, so this could be a huge one for them.
Yeah, speaking of tough games as well, Jukes, B4 on our screens, and we mentioned before maybe they can come back like Tempo Storm did today on their second day. Obviously, B4 didn't play yesterday as they're in Group E. The thing that I noticed was, as I put my headset down and I went over to the toilet, had my little breather between the casts, I saw that Tempo Storm were... they finished 8th, but they had 2nd highest amount of damage in that last map. And I think that's one of the main factors as we see that they had that rise where it's not always about finishing top 3. We saw it in one of the earlier games where Tribe finished, 3rd, 4th, and they had the most kills at 17, so they got the most points out the game. I think for B4, they're lagging behind, but they need to pick up in terms of kills if they're not getting it from placement points.
Well, if they're going to try to get kills, they have to do it as a team. That is the meta here in competitive PUBG Mobile. Back in the day, you could kind of just spread out. All you had to do was have the best gunners on your team, and you were going to do pretty good. But nowadays, these guys push 3-1. They're all covering each other's angles. So if you're B4, you got to group up, have that confidence, and make some big plays as a squad.
Yeah, speaking of making plays as squads, Team Queso have to make a play all the way from Port back down the southern side towards Milnar or Dino Park. And Kreml Petitas are trying to take command of the southern side of the coast, because you could argue here, Jukes, this might be the best place to be with the side of the circle.
Definitely. This could be a huge, huge game for them. They are set up nice and safe, so they can take their time looting. But, you definitely want to get together as a team, because you don't want to risk a full squad pushing up on a solo member and losing somebody early.
Yeah, but obviously the advantage there is being next to the coastline. They haven't got anyone to worry about them behind them. They can have a 180 peripheral view, and they can just look out towards Dino Park or Mavotra or the winery and see all the teams that are currently flooding towards them. As it seems like, 6 or 7 teams have managed to pick up vehicles. They're all rotating towards that southern side of the coast.
Oh my goodness, they are all hitting this rotation quick because they know there's only so many spots. Paralyzed on the drive, ejects, and it looks like to make it out with like 3 HP, and gonna first aid right here. Man, that was a close one right there for Paralyzed.
Yeah, the issue is though, look where the rest of his teammates have gone. You mentioned people have to be grouped up together, but there's only 3 members from Ace in that compound, as C9 have caught wind once again as the rotations coming in from these squads. So they're going to be moving slightly. Ooh, and Xiaomei, that's a headshot there onto Fox as they lose a player early. And he's actually going to be killed immediately as he's not going to be revived, and there it is. Trem takes that one.
Trem Carreta putting in some work right now, and that is
There it is, the pronunciation.
Yeah, Trem Carreta for acá,
Trem
putting in
Carreta.
some work, baby. That's what we like to see, because they were making it happen in the scrims. But again, you mentioned earlier, this is their first game back, and they didn't have yesterday to kind of get that synergy, get the blood flowing, but this could be that turning point for them.
Yeah, and this is all towards Dino Park as well. You've got Njaume, who took a loss early. Now you've got Trem Carreta right now as well, who are feeling the force of day 2. They feel pressure to try and get up the leaderboard, to try and get their name towards top 5 or top 7 like Loops did, just off of one day.
And it's totally possible. This is a squad that could do it. And one thing that this particular squad is really, really good at, we saw them do it in scrims, is when they hold an area, they'll lay down and stay completely silent. They'll let a squad roll up on that compound and think it's free, gain that confidence, and then it was one player just strolls on in, boom, the fight ensues. So I wonder, since now they have a good position, if that's something they're looking to replicate.
Indeed, we just saw Ace on our screens as well. All 4 of the players from Ace have now grouped up together, and they are inside the center of the circle as well, just south of the Har. So all these teams right now. We saw it yesterday, didn't we, Jukes, where 21 minutes, there was 16 teams still remaining, and then 22 minutes, there was 8. So we're expecting to see more of the same. This is almost like the calm before the storm. Speaking of storms, Rain and his teammates are all just going to be rotating now into a better position. Just trying to see exactly where Tempo are on the map right now, as I believe they are towards the center of the circle, so they're going to be okay for that. Yeah, they've just gone towards Abbey, so they're going to be inside the circle, and now they can try and hold rotations off from teams coming from Castle and Vornov.
Well, I think that this is definitely one of those maps I've said over and over and over again, that this is kind of like one of those maps where you're going to see a heal strat most of the time at the end, just due to the hills, the defilades, and these zones. And that's something that I feel that we might see once again, but the only issue is with this kind of zone, you got so many squads having to rotate in, so you're definitely going to see some people getting caught trying to get into this circle.
I mean, also as well, we're seeing Pittsburgh Knights. They're staying at Cosmodrome as well. I imagine they're just going for the 2-2 loot split. Is that really that effective, though, here, Jukes? You're the former player, the former in-game leader. You can see they're looting towards the northern side. They're going to be stacked once we go into phase 2 and 3. But that rotation through Mount Kresnik, Villa, obviously there's no teams there now, but Alpha 7 may claim that area. And then they have to get inside the circle. Wildcard, who won the last, Vikendi, they're at the edge of the zone inside their compound. So Pittsburgh Knights, they have the loot, but have they got the right idea?
Oh man, this is always that kind of 50-50 coin flip decision, because you can be totally looted up, try to get into zone, and you can catch a perfect third party opportunity, get some serious kills, and be looted to the teeth. Or you can try to get into zone late, and you can have 4 pro teams gatekeep you on the way in. So it's really just it's one of those coin flip decisions that we just kind of have to see play out.
Oh my, what is this?
It's Sixless.
Yeah, from Grunt, so he's found Mystic. Mystic went out so early. Actually was the first player to die in that last game. Sandhawk and maybe Sixless can try and claim it here up against Axel and all the players from Team Queso, as Mystic goes down as well from Oran, from Grunto. And remember, I believe he said it was Vietnamese and then the English player being Sixless. So for him, he's calmed, he's got the kill, they're happy, and now they're moving on.
Man, this is Team Queso. It just seems to be a trend at this point. Always getting kind of caught on a rotation, losing a couple people early on. When they're in late game as a full squad and working together, they can make it happen. But losing people like this early is just so tough to see coming from such a major team like Team Queso.
Yeah, it's true to see. And towards the southern side, we have Tribe as well, who are currently trying to rotate in southern side of Winery. They're going to be far for now, as there's no teams near them. But speaking of teams being near, Culture may be waiting ever so patiently or not. It seems like they're going to be coming out of the compound, and could be a big name. You have more players here. Many players are here for Culture, but they're not going to be helping out their teammate instead. Tempo are going to be claiming that as their first kill. They're going to be running away saying, see ya, you guys can have 3 members. And with that, going into the latter stages of the Kendi, Culture are going to be suffering heavily. And so are Pittsburgh Knights. This is the rotations we mentioned. Grunto taking out J7.
Yep, having to drive by a squad that is in the blue zone. Grunto, yeah, that's a big loss, and we can just saw that, Sixless, these guys can hit those shots on moving vehicles right now. So a big loss for PK, just happened to get caught out like that. But Grunto, they are now in a position to get gatekept in reverse. So they are holding in the blue zone, really wondering how their rotation is going to work out getting into this one.
Yeah, but I think for them, you can see it now on the radar as well. There's only 2 players left. I mean, Carnage, fair enough, but Raven 2 and a 2 versus 4 versus Grunto. But as you said, it can be the reverse, where now Grunto have to rotate south side, but instead they're going north in their vehicles. So maybe they're going to be going for the alley-oop around TACAZ and come down Garocca. And there's actually a bit of a gap there between Pittsburgh Knights and Alpha 7 there in the center, just north of Movatra.
Yeah, in this situation, you just have to just take it slow. Just kind of move in place to place, scout out, move again, and you're just trying to get into this zone. I wonder, okay, this new zone seems to be really friendly here. So right now, if you're able to kind of hold that edge position, you should be really, really, really well set.
Yeah, but speaking of the edge, you can see the water is still, 40% filling up that phase 2 circle. So going into phase 3, it's most likely going to shift towards Dino Park. It could go eastern, though. It could go northern. If it goes northern, you've got to be looking at teams like XQ Gaming, even the last winners, right? Kremru Petitas, they have to rotate northern through 3, 4, 5 teams as well here, Jukes. It really comes down to this next zone, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. This next zone is going to be... It's going to be just carnage all over. I mean, no pun intended, but that is what we're going to see right here, because you're going to have all these teams grouped up together so closely, and after a while, you're going to start seeing some antsiness come from these teams, because we're still only in second zone. So this third zone right here, you're going to see some teams just finally just wanting to get into some fights. And, yeah, I mean, depending on where this zone goes, it can be anyone's game.
Yeah, 5 med kits. They've got energy drinks, Pittsburgh Knights, but they've only got 2 players. They spent so much time looting and they waited for that late rotation. And as you said, Grunto Esports caught them off guard. Tempo as well, they've had a good game so far. They've got their 1 or 2 kills, but they're inside the center of this circle. And with how much water is inside it, it's most likely going to go either north or east. And guess where Tempo are? They're in the center eastern side. So if they need to rotate, it's most likely going to be in a few more circles. So they have time to let teams do the damage to themselves.
Definitely. You saw Spec with that high IQ play. He knew exactly where that member from Cold 2 BG was. Saw that edge of that bike, decided to blow it up and take him out really, really quick right there. So great plays from Tempo. And, just to kind of get some quick banner going, the one thing I feel why so many teams like Tempo, XQ, Wildcard, why they do so much better than a lot of other squads is, like the IGL will make that call, but the other 3 members are basically mini IGLs themselves. They have a sense of where the fight's going to go. The IGL just makes the official call, and they execute it instantly. And in this game, tenths of a second matter. You push, one player pushes too late, that could equal to a squad wipe right there. So when we talk about Grunto, with Sixless as the IGL, if Sixless is making the call, and like when I was talking to him and mentioned,
is it translated to the rest of the players?
Exactly. You have to have one player.
Who's translating it?
So I believe Q. He told me Q does speak English really well. Another member does speak some, and then the third just speaks nothing but Vietnamese. So you got Sixless has to make the call. They all speak PUBG though. Yeah, that's for sure.
Off to. I got the kill. That's all that matters. I think that's what Sixless is after.
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing is that when it comes to that little delay, that 10th of a second, 20-second, hesitation could mean worlds. But like you said, they all speak PUBG, and they all speak dollar signs, because that's what they're all looking to get. That's for sure. So, if they're able to kind of figure it out here, we can definitely see Grunto come up through the ranks.
We're about to see this phase 3 circle as well. Is it going to go north? Is it going to go east? Is it going to be centered? Yes, it is. Again.
Oh my goodness.
And now there's only, 30% of the circle being filled by water as well. And again, it's only 1 team out of the circle. It's B4. So we get more of the same here in Vikendi, Jukes, which is teams are inside the circle. Cool. We'll sit in our compound and we'll wait until, things hit the fan. We'll put it like that once it hits phase 4.
Yeah, exactly. I think you nailed it right on the head right there. But like I mentioned earlier, though, these teams, they have been sitting in the same spot for a long time. And I would not be surprised if you start seeing a little bit of, little antsiness, looking to try and make some plays and try to get some shots down range. But right now, all they should be doing is just predicting where the next zone's going to go and kind of create a game plan for when that does happen. Because if you're a team like Tribe, who's on the south, if that zone goes north, you got to know already instantly how you're going to be able to try and get there. The only thing you don't have to plan for is if the zone lands on you. Because if the zone lands on you, you ain't going nowhere, right?
But it's more pressure. You're like, oh my god, this is my chance.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the zone lands on yourself. You're just there and just shooting at everything on the way in. But yeah, if that zone goes hard shifts away from you, you got to have that plan in place and get ready to execute it instantly.
And all these teams, they have compounds now. As I said, there's only one team outside of the circle, and that's B4. They can rotate in. I can already see on the map feed right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so compounds they can go into just south of Tribe. So they should be safe for now. But XQ Gaming, they may have seen a vehicle or two from one of the players, or caught that memo from Memo himself as to exactly where Tribe are lurking. And now they can try and devise a plan if they want to go for the attack.
Oh, we saw some big shots right there onto Sam. He is able to make it out of that one. I think that's just, like I mentioned earlier, XQ getting a little antsy, trying to get some cheeky shots off here in the mid game. But at the end of the day, though, you got to be real careful because with all these squads nearby, a third party could really happen if you decide to crash onto that team.
Yeah, and also if they'd landed that kill and realized they're down Sam, the main kingpin from Tribe, then maybe they may have tried to go for that crash onto the compound, but as the knock didn't happen, again, very similar fashion here of Vikendi, you get damaged, well, you just crouch behind the window and you just heal up, and then you're fine.
Yep, and that's exactly what he did. I think you can just see right now, all these teams are just trying to get more intel, trying to get some information, because when this next zone pops, they want to have a good idea of where different squads are located, where the vehicle pathing is going to go. But yeah, this is going to get, right now, we're big chilling because the way the zone's been playing, but one hard shift and that changes instantly.
Yeah, B4 have actually made it inside the zone now scot-free. No action taking place there. So now all of the teams, and all 16 at that, are safe and sound inside their compound, inside the circle. But we are moments away from finding that phase 4 circle. And right now, 30% of the circle is taken up by water. So this should be, I think it's phase 4 circle now, where it should shift away from the water. So let's see, Juked.
And will it do it? Will it go center? And it does. Okay, it goes just straight dead center right here. So Team Solid, Trim Carreta, XQ, C9. It looks like they're just going to be holding their positions right here. But the last two members from PK are going to have to make their way south.
Yeah, and also it's just, a few players remaining from Team Queso, actually just 2 as well. So we might see a 2 versus 2 standoff between the Pittsburgh Knights and Team Queso here towards the northwestern side of the circle. But towards the southern side, Creme Batiste started to make their, ascent up the rocky terrain towards the coastline of Milnar. And it feels like a good strategy from them. Just play towards the coast, just hide and see what happens.
Go for placement. That's what they did in the last game, and it seemed to work out for them. They took Team Solid for a ride, and you see Spec trying to get some people on the ride over. Coltu BG's barely making out of there unscathed.
Yeah, they are going to be able to rotate over, and again, they found themselves a pretty nice compound which they can just set up shop and then wait for this next circle. As I believe they are inside the circle. Yes, indeed they are. And again, all 16 teams inside this circle. So a very different affair to what we saw in Sanhok already.
That was a super fortunate rotation right there from Coltu. Just happened to go in that one little area that has not taken. But yeah, they did end up losing one member because of it. So they have to really, really be careful right now. They got a good spot, but any team can full send it onto them right now.
So now just patiently waiting for which team's going to make the move. I mean, you're the former in-game leader here yourself. Do you try and take this risk and try and get inside a better compound inside the center before this next phase does shift? Or should they just wait patiently and hope they get lucky as Team Solid spot out a player here from Culture, but they're not going to pull the trigger as of yet?
It all depends on the scouting right there. If you have some players that were able to scout out a spot that you can tell for sure is completely empty, then yeah, definitely I think that would be a better position to take. Or you can just kind of wait right until the zone pops, have some people ready to get on the drive instantly. And we're going to see right now where this next zone going to go. Will it center out once again? Will it just continue the trend? And yep, it sure does. Right dead center in the middle. So Team Solid, Coltu BG, that's going to pay off for their rotation right there. But they got to be careful because every single one of these teams want that spot.
Yeah, and obviously, caveat for getting that center position inside the circle was the loss of one of their teammates. And with that, though, Team Solid, they've got 4 players Trem Caretta, they've got 4 players, C9 are 4 players, they're making the rotation. You can see actually on the minimap, they're inside vehicles trying to get inside the mountain terrain. I'm not sure if there's a good compound they can try and get into, though, around where C9 are.
Oh no, you're gonna have to fight your way through it right now, and I think that we've been seeing a lot of quietness here for the past few minutes, but I have a big feeling here the next few seconds we're gonna start seeing crazy shots all over the place.
I mean, you casted all of those 80 scrims on the online season. Was Vikendi this slow?
But Kendi, I mean, it all depends on the zone. There's certain zones that just, like this, when it just goes dead center, no hard shifts, you're going to see a lot of just, chilling kind of going on because there's just no reason to move. But now, here in zone number 5, we have to get into it. And you can see right now, look, Pittsburgh and Grunto.
Oh, no, this isn't good here for Grunto Esports. Sixless taking damage early, although it is the Pittsburgh Knights. And remember, we spoke about them earlier. There's only 2 players, so it's not the end of the world there for Sixless. He is still alive. He was nearly killed, but Raven too far away there to help out his teammate. And again, he's going to be going on that solo mission. And during all that action, we're seeing kills coming out now left, right, and center. I mean, just taking a look at the tally, 2 players are out right now for wildcard. They were one of the teams who were pointing out to maybe take the chicken dinner here. We've seen team players being taken out from Jerman as well, as Fox is dead. So maybe, just maybe 20 minutes in. Yeah, we're about to hit that 21-minute mark. Yeah, Pittsburgh Knights are eventually going to be eliminated in 16th.
Could you imagine, just surviving 21 minutes in a PUBG mobile match? Yeah, 21 minutes in a PUBG mobile match right there. And ending up in 16th place. I mean, that is so unfortunate. But you can see there, Exami getting caught out by Tribe, and they're really split up right now in this fight.
They are.
Oh, and getting
Tribe. Yeah, they're going to be doing well here in this situation. King A outside of the zone. As need to make sure that they are safe before they can try and enter inside. As towards their left is XQ Gaming, who they are currently trying to fight out right now as the smokes are deployed. But as we said, inside this next circle that we're going to be seeing very shortly on our screens, where we do bring up the map feed, it's in the center of nothing. It's just terrain. There's some rocky hills, there's some rocks, but besides that, the compounds are out of it.
Oh, and look at this zone. It has done a good, solid little shift off. It's Cloud9 dead center. Acer having hit some big shots, but he does get caught out right now. So the rest of wildcard, it's all up to Slicky right here.
Yeah, but they're outside of the zone by quite a far margin towards the northern side. And you can see the terrain they have to traverse through if they want to get inside it. They've got 2 mountains to try and cross, so they have a lot to do in 32 seconds, but so does Slicky as well here with the Mac 10. As again, it's Alpha 7 now joining the fray. Wildcard Gaming can't catch a break. As it's down to this last player here from this team. And Alpha 7 just trying to work out exactly where Slicky is hiding. So they can see the smokes. They know there's a team here.
And you know what? They want to take Wildcard out early because Alpha 7, they're in the top of the leaderboards right now.
True.
So they know Wildcard is just above them. They want to get them out nice and early. And look at the full push right here. They do catch Slicky, and there's nothing he can do. So Alpha 7 executing their plan perfectly right now. With a big game here, they will shoot up the leaderboards.
Yeah, that's Wildcard Gaming out in Xiaomei as well. They're going to be taking out in that, 14th, 15th spot. Not sure which team went out first, but either way, it's still only going to be a point for their time. 22 minutes into Vikendi. Besides that, though, teams that we're looking out for, Tribe, maybe this could be another good game for them. It's the Creme Real Petitas who are doing the damage here versus B4.
So you can see Unico Edu getting some big shots down the range right now. They are just trying to hold their position. They are a little bit split up right now, so gotta be careful. Alpha 7!
Oh.
Yeah, oh my goodness, how they were out of zone coming south, and they're taken out early as well. Heartbreaking for Alpha 7, GG.
Yeah, B4, they tried to do something before eventually going down. That's going to be them taken out in, 11th spot. So again, poor performance from B4, who are sitting at the bottom of the table. This isn't the first day. They were looking for Ace again. They're usually towards the middle of the pack, and they're out again in 10th. So a poor performance for them. And again, Sixless is taken out.
Look at this.
That means Grunto are going to be out in 10th. And this is where action is what we're looking for. Tempo. There's still 4 players. They have taken some damage, but they want to try and test the team here. Trem Caretta, see what they have inside them. As HH24 tries to land the headshot, but it's going to be Swaggy who comes in with a headshot back. That is a perfect shot, as you said. More kills as well coming out for Trem Caretta, as they're going to be wiping out some more players here from Tempo.
Swagwin with the huge shots right there onto Tempo Storm. Tempo had no choice. They had to move in. That blue zone was really starting to hurt, but Trem executing it too perfectly. You got to hit those, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, incredible shots there. That's one of the biggest things I've seen so far since casting the World Finals is seeing the incredible increase in skill on these mobile players.
Oh man, these guys can laser people from 300-400 meters away now. You know, the skill has just increased tremendously in just the past few months alone. You can see Cream Real Betis right now on top of the hill, just trying to find their way into zone. And it looks like here, look, we're going to have a little bit of revenge going on as they are being gate kept right now from Team Solid.
Oh, Sixless nearly 1,000 damage himself.
Insane. Insane. Putting up huge kills right now. 4 teams. He did go out early, unfortunately, his squad, but man, you can just definitely tell that he's putting in the work right now.
He is indeed. It's also going to be Team Queso out of the picture as well, as we're down to 7 teams, 25 players alive here, 25 minutes into phase 7, and this may be the last circle we eventually do see. As towards the top of the scoreboard, it's XQ Gaming who are still alive here, Jukes.
This could be their game right now. A lot of big teams got taken out early, so XQ need to crush it, have a huge game to secure their first place position right now. And you see Cream trying to get a big nade onto Team Solid. Oh, that's close right there. Proza, that's an eviction notice. You got to be really careful. Don't want to hold that same spot right now. And
yeah, 80 or so damage onto Proza. He's going to be trying to heal up behind the rocky terrain, but Kremrul Batiste, they're going to be falling back now. They know that they can just play the late game inside the circle. They're inside it. They have a very good position as well towards this tree and rocky terrain. And now across the map, it's called Surya versus C9. This is so important for C9. They need a really solid victory here in this firefight. But it's Fran. What can he try and do? Takes out Uneven, tries to go for more, but eventually going to be running out of ammo inside the G360. And just like that, C9 are going to be picking them apart. All down to, I believe, just one player here from Team.
Oh!
What's going on? What's going on here? It's a third party from Tribe.
Tribe was like, come, Cloud9, come up this hill, and then, yeah, just unfortunately, C9 had the hard pinch right there. Nothing they can do in that situation. And with this new zone, Tribe, Team Solid, Tribe's at a huge advantage right now with this hill. Could be a big game for them.
So true. Already at 8 kills as well. Interesting to see if they can try beat that 17, although there is only 10 players remaining besides them, so they need to get almost all of those kills if they want to get to 18 and lead the event so far in terms of total kills inside a map. But it's all about XQ for me. They've got 3 points already. They're sitting at 109 on the live statistics, and if they get the chicken dinner here, they can go up to maybe 130 and really be far in the lead. But Kremrul Batiste, they can hear exactly where XQ Gaming are, and XQ Gaming are the ones who we're looking out as they come pushing in. Maybe not
big shot.
Exactly where Nitsu was. He's actually going to be going out for the down as well. That's more kill points coming out for Kremrul Batiste. And now Starlight trying to see if he can gaze where his teammate has fallen, try and revenge that kill. But instead, CRB are playing this one passive as just behind them is Team Solid.
Cream I don't think they have a really good position right now in this zone, but they are feeling themselves. They already got 10 kills. Memo adding 1 to Tribe Gaming as well with 9 kills already right now. So this could be a huge game for both of these teams. Team Solid, they are on the ropes. They're playing it passive right now. They should definitely start picking it up because the last game it didn't work out for them, and Memo with some big shots right now to Team Solid.
Yeah, and that now means that Tribe are the only team of 4 players alive, but as I say, that Memo is going to be down by Starlight, but not quite killed just yet as King A finds his own onto Team Solid. More players going to be taken out as XQ Gaming are taken out in 4th. Now, CRB, what can they do? They have to try and get above this hill, but look exactly where the circle is. I'm not sure if they can even get on top of the hill. I think this is going to be an instant win here for Tribe, as it's all down to 2 teams. Tribe versus Team Solid, a 4 versus 1 here, as NTX is the only player remaining here for Team Solid. He's trying to go for that revive here, but look at this. It's going to be the flank coming out from Xgut, and just like that, the MAC-10 whips out the G360. He's going to be claiming it for Tribe, and with that, I'm not sure if they got those kills. I'm not sure if they got up to 18. What's that? 1, 7, 9, 14 kills. Okay, so they're on 34 points additionally from that game. Not quite the 17 kills, but either way, in the chicken dinner, they're going to be on more aggregately. They're going to be very happy, aren't they?
Oh, I think they are really happy right now. 14 kills and the chicken dinner. That is going to rocket launch them up the leaderboards right there. They had the hill.